Welcome to Projects from the Bottom Drawer. My name is Brian, and I'm back with the EICO 150 signal tracer. There's a video going up later that talks about bias, all of the noise profiles of the transistors. But I wanted to touch on one in particular, and that's the output transistor Q4. Now, Q4 is either oscillating wildly or just generating noise for some reason. As you can see on the scope, and I do apologize, that's about as low as that scope will go. And stand by, I do have another scope. Or I thought I did. Where did that go? There it is. There's so much stuff in this room. Sometimes it's difficult to find things. This is another scopometer. It's a Finerzi 2C53T. Let me turn it on and let me see how low it will go. Maybe we can get a bit better. Signal quality picture here. Let's see, channel A. This probe does not fit on there. How interesting. So let's see, what's in the box? Okay, the probe that Finerzi included with theirs is a standard BNC and not the nice big plastic insulated one. It's easy for my fat fingers to grip. So let's put this on. Let's get rid of this real quick. Set you aside. All right, where's the ground lead? There you are. Give it a ground. Let's put this on 1X. And you're also, no, you are on 10X. All right, stand by. Let's go back to this one real quick. And actually, we'll just do a comparison while we're at it. Oh, yeah. Let's see, I just want channel 1. So let's turn channel 2 off. Now, this is brand new to me. I don't really know how to make it center properly yet. I'm still learning how to use it. So let's go back to the tried and true Zotac. And we'll just leave both of them attached. All right, so let me go up here. All right, so you can definitely see the noise level here. It says it's around 33, 34 kilohertz. Yeah, kilohertz. But there's a lot of spikes in there. That's what we're hearing. So possibly this thing is oscillating. Or it could just be noise. The VPP is about 0.4 volts. Definitely respectable and definitely enough to drive that speaker into making noise. And that was very interesting, those giant pulses of noise there. So now that we've identified the noise, let's turn this guy off. I don't want to have that thing sitting there vibrating like that. Let's move all of our oscilloscopes over here. And let's talk about transistors. Let's get them in the frame first. So I'm planning on replacing all of the transistors in this device eventually. And I've acquired a selection of them. So Q1 and Q2, let's see which way is up, should be these 2N3391A transistors. Just a small signal. I believe the BC247 is an equivalent. These are obsolete, unfortunately, but a company called Small Bear Electronics has quite a few of them in stock if you need some. From the same place, just good old standard 2N3906s for Q3. Nothing obsolete about those guys. You can buy those all day, any day, every day. For the output transistor, I have two potential items selected. The first, the internet states that Q4 is an NTE152 equivalent. So again, obsolete. NTE has departed this earth, unfortunately. This should be the equivalent of a TIP41. Take that as you will. What's interesting about this particular part is this is an ECG152. Same thing, NTE bought ECG many, many years ago and folded their line into NTEs. They share the same numbers, so if you see an ECG part or an NTE part, they always cross-reference one another. That is, assuming one company made what the other company made, and some parts, didn't really carry over into other lines. But also, instead of the NTE152, I have a Western Electric 130A. Yes, it's that Western Electric. So let me get this into the tester, which is not cooperating with me. Please go in. Thank you. So this should just be an NPN with a gain of about 120. And I believe that says 143, so that's a little high, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. We can adjust the bias on Q4. But I'm leaning toward the Western Electric part just because I have a bunch of these. A lot of people attach a mythological ability to these things, and they're just transistors that the phone company made for their own internal use. Nothing special about them other than it says Western Electric on it. So I'm planning on potentially doing this within the next few weeks. I do have other things I want to work on, but this device has got me intrigued. I'd really like to solve this noise problem, or at least find out what's causing it. Perhaps even put this device back into operation. I'm also hoping that maybe I can find another one at Dayton, which is coming up this next week, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. So thank you for joining me tonight. You can find us at wearboard.com/projects or bottomdrawerprojects.com.